Okay, so it is June 10th, I think, or July 10th, rather, here in Sonoy. I'm filming this to just get a sense of the mitigation, the effect of the mitigation we've been doing on our water and erosion control. It's been raining since about 3 in the morning, pretty heavy. Um, but yet, right now, at this point, I don't see that river of water coming down here, so wasn't the torrential. So it looks like a lot of it's just being absorbed and managed. So far, looks pretty good. We've had this. This is the work that Corey has done out behind our house. We put 8 dump trucks full of fill out here that he's leveled out, and we see how the water is being managed. It does seem to be flowing from the junction between our home and our neighbor home, and you see up there across there that large uh, plateau, that large area, his yard of water that that slopes down toward us and comes and collects in this little valley between our homes, and that works good. That valley does come and contain it, but when it gets down here, it historically has gone right. It hasn't gone down to the retention pond out back there. So that's what Corey has done. Um, so we're going to go down there and take a look. But up here we see that um, the field that he's leveled out is here. We do see some pockets in back there. We see a lot of water, standing water, um, out back there. And in my garden, we can go take a closer look at that. We do have a bit of a lake down there, but we'll go get a closer look there. We'll walk down and see what this is like. Yeah, the good thing is that this has been just a constant rain. It hasn't been just the torrential downfall that causes almost a river between our two homes there. So it's been a lot more manageable flow. We have been getting quite a bit down from the gutters of the home. I believe this water from the gutters contributes to most of the of what's down here. I do see a buildup of water down here in the corner of my garden, and that has always occurred. That really wasn't the focus of the mitigation that we've done. It really does flood out the garden, but again, we see how this water does come from the front yard, the gutters. We see these build up here. Now I'm about to step out here, and this is all, you see this is water here. It's just soaked up here. And I'm stepping into my shoes. It's coming up into my feet. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything about this. We just have to focus on what just the controlling the flooding between the two homes. Now, part of the challenge here is that that's a low spot right there, and it comes and gets high. So, part of the problem here is that the area here before the retention pond is higher than the ground back here. In other words, that's lower, and that's creating that low spot allows that water to build up. That's a bit of the problem here. I don't know if we're just not going to be able to do anything about that right now. We see this water built up. We continue to walk over here. So we get a lot of buildup, a lot of water built up over here. Yeah, there's a little lake over there. Now, once the grass gets more established there, would that be better? I'm not sure. It's still lower. And we see that there is that low spot right over there by between the tree and that garden box, just allowing that to pull up. And one of the things we're most concerned with is this little trench going to allow the water to flow down and actually reach the retention pond. So we're seeing the water coming down here. Before I go down there, I'm going to get a sense back up here. It is flowing down. You see the water flowing some velocity, not too bad. We do have some water coming in right here. That's coming from my neighbors. That's coming right across that little island. You see down by that trampoline. Coming across there. Don't know if we're going to have to accommodate that somehow. But that's coming in and joining this. So it's coming down. This actually looks pretty good as it's coming down. But it does pull up right over here by the tree. Just have a little bit of a valley here. I don't know. It's got to be 2 inches deep over there. Okay, so let's see if this water is making it all the way to the retention pond. Looking here at that ditch. This is very clay, slippery soil, so I'm trying just not to fall on my butt. Okay, we see a buildup here. It's continuing to flow down. I see that this part right here does seem to be a little lower than here toward out, just slightly. Maybe this could be lowered down a bit. Looks like we've got a buildup back here. I'm going to try to get across here and do this without slipping on this clay. And as it turns the corner here to head toward the retention pond, looks like it does indeed make it out, but it does pull up here. And we definitely want to not allow this pulling up because mosquitoes can be very quick. If it takes a few hours or a day for this to drain out to make its way down to the lower part of the retention area, this is a place for mosquitoes to lay their eggs, and we don't want mosquitoes. We don't want the diseases that they bring. It looks good out there, but I think we're going to have to cut that down a little bit more. I do see it breaching, it's flowing out, but probably won't take a lot of work to get that to break through that and get it to flow a little bit better, because we do have this buildup. I'd say that's 3 inches in depth there, something like that. It is trickling out, but it's it's definitely caught that berm. I don't know what difference that would have made to the whole thing. It looks like at the rate that it's raining, that's kind of keeping up, but this has been a very, very slow, gentle rain. So I think we need to unblock that. And I'm going to be really careful walking back here. Wow, this is slippery. So you can see we are getting a flow. It is catching and building up here. It does seem to be pulling up just a little bit right here. It's pulling up. Looks to me like right now the bulk of the work is just to unblock it where it goes into the retention pond area, and that looks to be about it. Again, this is not a torrential, flash storm like we've had most recently, but just a slow, 4 or 5 hour rain. It's kind of tapering off now, and we've just got a lot of standing water. This will, in the past, this has drained off fairly quickly once the water has stopped. But really, what we're concerned with is the erosion and controlling this to get the water between these two properties to flow down to clearly and cleanly into the retention pond. And I think right now with that blockage up there in the pond, it's just not, it's keeping up with the flow of this, but if we got a heavier rain, it would not keep up with it. We'd see this back up a lot more. We need to maybe consider trenching this out a little bit more to improve that flow, or to control the erosion from there. But anyway, that's it. Thanks.